And Freddie wants to make sure we see his cards before he throws them away.
1,600.
Todd Brunson raises here at 1,600 with a Jack-8 of clubs.
And Sammy's going to play with his new stack of chips.
No 8-3.
And Daniel's going to call with ace-9 offsuit.
Be careful.
I know, I didn't care if you saw him.
And the flop gives Sammy 3 5s.
And Todd Brunson, who raised, has paired his jacks, but he checks.
Table checks around, turns a 9 of spades.
3 spades on the board. Now Sammy has to bet. Doesn't want someone with a spade catching that 4th spade. And Daniel Negreanu has got the ace of spades.
Far bet 10,000.
Daniel just calls. Todd has a pair of jacks. He's going to call. It's kind of questionable call from Todd here. 3 spades on the board. Someone else has a jack. They probably have a better kicker.
Queen of spades.
And Daniel Negreanu
Nice.
makes the nut flush. Sammy does not like his 3 5s anymore. And Daniel checks the nut flush. Daniel's going to take down this pot, but he could have won a lot more.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Todd
21,000.
Todd bets $21,000. Todd must feel there's a good chance that neither of these players have a big spade. He must realize his jacks aren't the best hand. He's trying to represent like he has the ace of spades, and that's why he called on the turn. And Sammy realizes his 3 5s are no good.
Yep.
Throws them away.
You saw my hand?
But I'm not going to tell Todd.
I know. If I lay his hand, I'll be sick to my stomach. I just think he's got a full house. So I think you got pocket jacks.
Daniel is convincing himself
21,000.
into
Pocket
believing
jacks with 4 5s.
that Todd has a huge hand.
Check, check, check. You bet 10,000. I called and you called.
This could be a good poker lesson.
Check, check. You bet
Pay attention,
10,000.
Sammy. You're going to learn something here.
You called on the turn.
Write some
And
rules.
you're betting
Get my
21 on the
pen,
river.
my pad.
Wow, it's so obvious he's got to have me beat.
Todd raised before the flop, did not bet on the flop, just called on the turn. And Daniel thinks Todd has a huge hand because Todd
supposed to
would
get
have
this
played
money.
this hand just this way if he did flop jacks full. What happened is Daniel did not bet on the river. He should have bet. Todd called on the turn. He shouldn't have called.
21?
Let's see it.
All right, here. Goes in the muck.
He's correct.
Daniel's showing the
No
ace of
chance,
spades
Daniel.
to show how smart his play was here.
Makes the game good.
You can't show
Jack's
bluff.
full.
What's that?
Brunson turns over 8 of clubs.
Sicko! I can't believe it. These guys are all smoking stuff. How could you not lay it down when he called the turn?
I would have laid it down too.
When he called the turn, how could you not lay it down? That was so sick.
I had 8-3.
What a weirdo. Todd just lost his mind over there. in that spot.
Moly!
That was so bizarre.
I wouldn't have
Yeah.
called.
That seemed so obvious that he had to have a full house.
He had to have a full
Todd's trying to say he had 8-3 because he doesn't want to admit by saying he had 8-jack that he made a bad call on the turn and a great bluff on the river.
He had lost his mind.
5-8 of clubs. He had 5-8 of clubs.
He could have had that hand. But
Exactly what he had.
Bet the river as a bluff.
Exactly. Did you have the 5-8 of clubs? Because it's exactly what you should have had there in that spot.
I'll bet 20,000 you had the 5-8 of clubs. Anybody want to bet?
You want to bet, Todd?
Go out there and bet with him, AJ, because the 5 of clubs was on the flop. They all forgot that.
Loan me 20, I'm gone.